everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Home Yunez Plans, and I am back with a monthly rewind. I will be rewinding the month of October, and I'm using this gorgeous kit from M Crystal Prints. It is in gold foil. So without any further ado, I'm going to speed you guys up, lay down the base, and then get back to you with the day today. Okay, so starting off on the 1st, I want to mark that this was the first day of October. So to mark that, I am using a half lace doily from Honey Inked, that fall pumpkin bowstrung box from the Giving Girl. That piece of vine deco is also from Honey Inked, and then the Hello October script is from Rose Colored Days. Something that I really wasn't the hugest fan of about this kit was the date dots. They're actually squares, and normally I like using rounded date dots. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I have a harder time, I think, lining up the squared off numbers. I know a lot of people have an easier time with the squared off numbers, but I feel like rounded dots are a little bit more forgiving because if you lay them crooked, it's kind of okay. But, anyways, it is what it is. Jumping over to the 3rd, I wanted to mark that me and my husband had a huge Netflix binge on this day. So to mark that, I pull in both a TV and a binge time script from the Sweet Planner. I got a lot of these icon stickers from the Sweet Planner. I think they're absolutely beautiful, but they're a little too big for weekly spreads. But since I do monthly highlights, I love pulling them in because they fit perfectly as a highlight in my monthly rewinds, which I absolutely love. Jumping over to the 4th, I wanted to mark that I both filmed and edited a plan with me on this day. So to mark that, I use a label from the kit, a half lace doily box from Bloom Paper Studio, and then that computer flat lay is from Papershire. On the 5th, I wanted to mark that I did a bunch of studying. So I used kind of a 3rd box from the kit, and that book stack icon is from Crafts by Towie. The custom study script is a custom that my mom made for me. On the 6th, I wanted to mark that I deep cleaned my kitchen. I love deep cleaning my kitchen, and I basically set aside a time to do it once every week. But I think this was like the day that I started going, okay, on this day, every week, I'm going to deep clean my kitchen, which is why I marked it as a monthly highlight, because ever since then, I've been deep cleaning my kitchen every Tuesday. Good job, Jen. On the 7th, I wanted to mark that I created a meal plan for my boss. So to mark that, I used another 3rd box from the kit, and then the meal prep container is from Papershire. Jumping over to the 8th, this was a doozy of a day because this was the day that we found out that my husband had a stomach ulcer. For the entire week prior to, he had been complaining about really bad abdominal pains, and it was concerning because it kept him up at night, and it worried the crap out of me. When you see someone who's generally such a boulder of a person crumble like that, you're like, oh my gosh, you feel so helpless. So we discovered that he actually had a stomach ulcer on this day, and I ended up having to put him on the brat diet, which, if anyone knows what that is, it's bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. No seasonings, nothing like that, which he was not happy about because he is all about the seasonings. But it was what it was, and we got him through it, thank heavens. But anyways, I marked that using an icon from the GL Designs group, and then my younger brother FaceTimed home on that day, so I wanted to mark that as well, and I used an icon from the Glitter Mama. On the 9th, I wanted to mark that me and my mom had a Marshall's run because we had to pick up some bedding for my younger brother who was coming home. This was the month that my younger brother came home from Scotland. So we were kind of taking some time to prepare his room. So to mark that, I use a label from the kit, and that little shopping bag is from Crafts by Towie. Jumping over to the 10th, I wanted to mark that I had a balloon twisting gig on this day. So to mark that, I used a scalloped vine half box from Panda Bird Designs. That little balloon dog icon is from Plan Fantastic. The custom balloon gig script is from my mom, and then the swoosh is from Meg B Makes. On the 11th, I wanted to mark that I filmed some workouts from my client. So I meet with my personal training client once a week, and then throughout the rest of the week, I send her videos so that way she can train online, and then she reports in to me to keep us nice and safely socially distanced. So I do the filming of those workouts on Sunday. So to mark that, I use a beautiful scallop box from Bloom Paper Studio, the GP Girl. It's a workout girl from GP Studio. Get it together, Jen. And then the swoosh is from Crafts by Towie. On the 12th, I wanted to mark that this was my oldest sister's birthday, and I love marking birthdays really special in my monthly highlights. So to mark that, I used a Bowstrong box from the Giving Girl, a piece of Vine Deco from Honey Inked. Those balloons are from the GP Studio. That swoosh is from Pink Polka Dot Lily, and then the script is a custom that my mom made for me. Jumping over to the 13th, this was the day that me and my husband carved pumpkins, and I was so excited about this. I look forward to this every single year, but especially this year because this was our very first year in our first apartment, and we were able to set our little pumpkins out in front of our door. So I don't know, I was super happy about that. So to mark that, I use another label from the kit. That little pumpkin is actually a piece of deco from a Sweet Planner deco sheet. And then the swoosh is actually from Planning Like a Pro. Jumping over to the 14th, I wanted to mark that I had a kind of a whole day spent with my dad. We ran a bunch of errands and we went to lunch together, which I love being able to spend time with him and like kind of just run around and hang out. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. So I used another box from Bloom Paper Studio, another piece of Vine Deco from Honey Inked, and then that lunch box is from Paper Shire. Jumping over to the 15th, I wanted to mark that I had a long FaceTime conversation with my older brother, and it was a memorable thing because this was like one of the first time that he's been able to FaceTime me since he's been deployed. Very exciting. All of my siblings who were either out of the country on mission trips or in the service are finally coming home, and I'm so excited. We're all going to be together for Christmas, and I legitimately cannot wait. So to mark that he FaceTimed, I use another third box from the kit, and that FaceTime icon is from My Newest Addiction. On the 16th, I wanted to mark that that's when I started the prep work for my 13 Nights of Halloween makeup series. So to mark that, I used a makeup icon from Crafts by Towie. On the 17th, I wanted to mark that I helped organize my younger brother's closet and his room because before he came home, it was used as kind of a storage space. So to mark that, I used a label from the kit and that closet scene from Crafts by Towie. On the 18th, I wanted to mark that I filmed a plan with me. So to mark that, I use a page flag from Meg B Makes. That bow is from Bloom Paper Studio. The camera and the swoosh are both from Crafts by Towie. On the 19th, this was the day that my younger brother came home from Scotland, and my mom actually made a special James Comes Home sticker. So I just layered that over top of one of the boxes from the kit, and that was such a fun day. On the 20th, my dad grilled some steaks because that was something that my younger brother hadn't had in 2 years. So we went out, got some steaks, and we kind of just had a cookout with my dad. So to mark that, I used another third box from the kit. That steak flat lay is from Paper Shire, and then that that swoosh is once again from Meg B Makes. On the 21st, this was pretty much a super duper lazy day. So to mark that, I used this beautiful foiled half box from Sweet Bella XOXO. That little lazy day girl is from Planning Like a Pro, and the lazy day script is from Pink Leaf Prints. On the 22nd, I wanted to mark that we went to the park with my nieces and nephews, and this was actually the day that my youngest little nephew, they were playing tag, and someone tagged him a little too hard, and he accidentally ran into the jungle gym, and he got a huge knot on his cheek, and it ended up turning into a black eye. I felt so bad for him. But anyways, to mark that, I use another third box from the kit. The icon is from Crafts by Towie, and then the swoosh is from Honey Inked. On the 23rd, I wanted to mark that this was the day that I filmed my September monthly rewind. So I used a scallop box from Meg B Makes, a piece of floral deco from the Sweet Planner, and then that little planner is from Crafts by Towie. On the 24th, I wanted to mark that me and my husband had a scary movie night with some of our friends. So to mark that, I used some popcorn and the Movie Time script from the Sweet Planner, and then that piece of deco is from Honey Inked. On the 25th, I wanted to mark that I filmed a plan with me. So I used a flat lay from Paper Shire, a swoosh from Meg B Makes, and then the film plan with me script is a custom that my mom made for me. On the 26th, I wanted to mark that I did a hair mask on this day. It's pretty memorable whenever I do a hair mask because I try to space it out as much as possible because when I was younger, I used to do hair masks like every single week until I found out that it kind of stripped your hair of its natural oils. And so my hair was getting really dried out and kind of frizzy. So now it's like a rare occasion whenever I do it. But I decided to have kind of a treat yourself night. So to mark that, I used a label from the kit. That bath night script is from Pink Leaf Prints. And then the wash hair icon is from Crafts by Towie. On the 27th, I wanted to mark that I had a gym day, which is always a good day. So I used a circle box from Meg B Makes, a piece of floral deco from the Sweet Planner, and then that shoe is, of course, from Crafts by Towie. On the 28th, I wanted to mark that this was a monumental occasion because this was our very first bout of cold weather in Texas. It's always an occasion to be marked because Texas stays hot. Sorry, I shouldn't say stays cold. It stays hot pretty much almost all year round. So anytime it does get cold, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's Christmas. So I had to mark that. So I used another piece of deco from the Sweet Planner. It's just a sweater and some florals, and I love it because it is now officially sweater weather here. On the 29th, I wanted to mark that I had my Office Ladies podcast binge. I'm finally caught up now, but I was still trying to get caught up on this day. So to mark that, I used a label from the kit and a Crafts by Towie icon. On the 30th, I wanted to mark that I got some Happy Mail, so I used a frame box from Sweet Bella XOXO, some floral from the Sweet Planner, and then that mailer is from Bloom Paper Studio. And then, of course, on Halloween, the box already came with the kit, which I thought was beautiful, so I'm just finishing off putting the date dots on this kit. That completes the spread, you guys. Here are the leftovers and also a Viv Wiggle. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying well. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!